Imagine being a bunch of kids trying to take down an entire empire. Now imagine doing it while riding a flying bison, throwing rocks with your mind, and occasionally arguing over who's making dinner.
I don't see anything wrong with having one of those fruity beverages while we plan our strategy.
That's Team Avatar. Avatar: The Last Airbender gave us one of the greatest squads in animation history. Aang, Katara, Sokka, Toph, Suki, and Zuko, each bringing a unique skill set, personality, and battle IQ to the table. But what made them such a powerhouse team? How did they actually outmaneuver the Fire Nation? And which character had the most underrated battle IQ? Let's break it down. 4 elements, 4 angles, and a deep dive into why these 6 characters were the goats of their world.
All right! Team Avatar is back!
Welcome back to the Binge Platter. I hope you are ready with your meal, because this one's going to be fun. Part 1. Air. Aang's role, leadership, and adaptability. Let's start with Aang, the boy who dodges responsibility as smoothly as he dodges fireballs. But despite his playful nature, Aang is an adaptive genius in combat. He uses airbending's agility to outmaneuver opponents rather than overpower them.
Ahoy! I'm Admiral Zhao!
He's the king of the why get hit when you can just not be there philosophy. His quick thinking allowed him to counter opponents who were stronger or more experienced. Remember when he fought Ozai? He didn't just rely on brute force. He used the environment, evasion, and unexpected angles to stay alive until he found an opening. Battle IQ move. Using airbending to create tornadoes and force Azula to fight on his terms in the drill episode, turning a battle of strength into a battle of positioning. MBTI. Aang is likely an ENFP, free-spirited, adaptable, and driven by ideals rather than confrontation. His biggest strength? Speed and creativity. His biggest weakness? Struggles with direct confrontation.
We don't care about the rules and we're not asking permission!
Part 2. Water. Katara's emotional intelligence and tactical mind. Katara is often the moral compass of the group, but don't let that fool you. She's also a savage in battle. Unlike Aang, she doesn't just dodge. She counters, redirects, and controls the battlefield. Waterbending is all about fluidity and control, and Katara mastered that. She turned basic moves into advanced techniques, like slicing fire attacks in half or freezing enemies in place. And let's not forget bloodbending, the single most terrifying skill in the show. Battle IQ move. Outsmarting Azula in the last Agni Kai by baiting her into a puddle and freezing her in place. A textbook example of patience and battlefield awareness. MBTI? Probably an INFJ. Empathetic but tactical, always thinking 5 steps ahead. Biggest strength? Mastering new techniques at record speed.
Oh, not good.
Weakness? Lets emotions get the best of her sometimes.
Shut your air hole! Believe it or not, your infinite wisdom gets a little old sometimes. Why don't we just throw the scroll away since you're so naturally gifted?
Part 3. Earth, Tuff's raw power and combat awareness. And then we have Toph, the only person who can throw hands without seeing you. Toph doesn't need agility. She is the battlefield. Her seismic sense makes her untouchable in 1-versus-1 combat. She's not just strong, she's methodical. Her ability to read movements before they happen makes her nearly impossible to surprise. Battle IQ move. Inventing metal bending, literally rewriting the rules of earth bending mid-fight. That's game-breaking. MBTI? Likely ISTP. Practical, hands-on, thrives in chaos.
I never said I was! You think it's your job to boss everyone around, but it's not. You're just a regular kid like the rest of us. So stop acting like you can tell me what to do.
Strength? Absolute battlefield control. Weakness? Stubborn and overconfident.
I can do whatever I want!
Part 4. Fire. Zuko, Suki, and Sokka's strategic brilliance. And finally, the brains of the operation. Zuko's fighting style changes dramatically over time. He starts off as a reckless brawler but transforms into a precision-based swordsman and firebender by learning from the best. Battle IQ move, using the dancing dragon technique to outmatch Azula in their final battle, proving that technique greater than raw power. MBTI? ISTJ, disciplined, duty-driven, and always trying to prove himself.
Do you have any ginseng tea? It's my favorite.
Strength, relentless in improving. Weakness, struggles with self-doubt. Sokka, the mastermind. Sokka doesn't bend, but he's the tactician of Team Avatar. He's the reason they win wars rather than just fights. He studies enemy weaknesses, builds battle plans, and turns impossible situations into victories.
Well, I just came up with the idea. The Mechanist did all the work.
Now, don't sell yourself short, my boy. It was your idea to use water bending to make the sub sink and float. Brilliant!
Battle IQ move. The entire day of Black Sun invasion planned and led by him, proving he's the strategist that keeps Team Avatar alive. MBTI, ENTP, quick-witted, resourceful, and always finding loopholes.
I'm gonna send a note to Katara and say it's from Toph who wants to apologize. Then everyone will be friends again. I gotta say, Sokka, you continue to impress me with your ideas. It's a gift.
Strength, out-of-the-box thinking, weakness, overestimates himself sometimes. Suki, the silent powerhouse. Suki may not be a bender, but she's one of the most skilled warriors in the series. As a Kyoshi warrior, she brings precision, agility, and leadership to the team. Battle IQ move.
Hey, fellas, I think your girlfriend's taking care of it.
Taking out an entire airship crew solo in Sozin's Comet, proving that skill and strategy can outmatch bending.
That's some girl.
Tell me about it.
MBTI, ESTJ. Strong-willed, disciplined, and fiercely loyal. Strength, mastery of Kyoshi warrior techniques.
Sorry, Warden. You're my prisoner now.
Weakness, sometimes too by the book.
All right. But you have to follow all of our traditions. And I mean all of them.
So what made Team Avatar so powerful? They weren't just strong individually, they complemented each other.
Good work, Toph. Time to take control of the ship. Take the wheel. That's a great idea. Let the blind girl steer the giant airship. I was talking to Suki. That would make a lot more sense.
They had balance, synergy, and most importantly, trust. And that's what made them legendary. If you made it this far, don't be like Zuko in Season 1. Subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown. And drop a comment. Who had the best battle IQ in Avatar? See you in the next one.